that pageant changed my life forever.
You're too
Forever. No, but that's true. You know, we have to be honest. So I will take an opportunity here, since we are on a camera, to thank this beautiful lady, Mrs. 𝐊𝐤𝐦𝐚, who had given me that privilege and honor to participate in something called Mrs. India Global USA 2025.
I would say for every woman, perhaps once in their lives, right?
They should do that.
They should do
that.
It's a
oh my
totally-
gosh, it's a turning point, I'm saying. Yeah.
The starting of my journey
Yes.
was pageantry.
Yes.
If it wasn't for pageants, I would not have ever
Yeah.
reached here.
I mean, we know Kimi as 𝐊𝐤𝐴𝐚 because of the Femina Miss India, right? So,
And pageantry is the reason that I am now doing pageants.
Correct.
Like, because I have seen what it does to women.
so many opportunities came after your show, Kimi. And I made so many beautiful contacts with so many women out there. It's like a sisterhood. That's
so
what we call it as, right?
Exactly. If you really want to do something,
Yeah,
you'll find
sure.
a way to do it. And if you don't want to do something, you'll find an excuse not
You
to
will
do
find
it.
zillions of excuses to get away from it. If you love what you're doing, that is enough to keep you going.
We do tell people, you know, whenever you feel down, have
Yes.
black coffee.
Yes, have a black coffee. Yes.
It's good for health too.
Even the cardiologists say it's good for your heart, but in moderate quantities. Don't take it like, you know, like whole cup and then 8 times a day. That's not going to do any good to you.
You can stick to 7 times a day. That's fine.
7 times a day.
Hi, so welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. What do women do best? Talk, right? So let's talk. Today I have an amazing woman with me. She is drop dead gorgeous and she was in the winners league of her pageant, and the amount of inspiration that I've received from her is something that I'll tell all of you. There's something you have to really learn and hear about. And today we're going to be discussing a bunch of topics and different things. I'm sure you will enjoy all of them. So let me introduce you this very beautiful Payal Gupta.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Kimi, for having me on this show. It's my honor to be here.
It's wonderful to have you. And just so you know, we're in a beautiful house, and it's really, and she fed us great lunch. And now we're like, okay, now we're all ready.
Let's get started.
Let's get started. So, Payal, you make everything look so seamless. Like, you're always gorgeous. Look at her dress. She's always very well dressed. But
look at who's speaking, who's talking here. 𝐊𝐤𝐴𝐚.
Very kind. So, how do you manage challenges these days that today's, what shall I say, like modern women? What are we? We are modern women?
I think so. We are modern.
We're modern women. Yeah, we're not antiques.
We may not be modern 10 years from today, but I guess we are modern.
No, we will always be. Oh, my glasses. I can't see anything without them. I can read anything, but anyways. Yeah, so we are modern women.
I guess so.
So what does it take to keep up the image of a modern woman who can handle a zillion things without any problem? Like, you come across as that, you know, you attend events, you're doing stuff, you have a daughter, a beautiful, sweet girl.
Aww.
So you do all the things. So how do you do that?
I think we all do that. We all do it in our own ways. It may be a bit different, but I think it just takes, for me, it has always been determination and also more so what you want to do. So I always wanted to do that. So I think if I wanted to do that, then I will find out any ways to get it done. So and of course your family support. Like we said, we are modern wives also. So when we say modern wives, the wives itself comes with a huge responsibility, and we are mothers too. So nothing comes easy on the plate. We all have to work through it. So I would just say, if you love what you're doing, that is enough to keep you going.
That's very well said. If you really want to do something,
Yeah,
you'll find
sure.
a way to do it. And if you don't want to do something, you'll find an excuse not
You
to
will
do
find zillions of excuses to get away from it. So
Okay,
Yeah.
that totally clarifies.
Yes,
So
yes.
everything you're doing is because you want to do, but that's true for
That's true for most of us, probably. Yes, yes, I agree.
So, how do you deal with, your daughter is growing up, like mine is growing up too, but don't we think that there will be time then we will not be that important in the kids' lives?
That's a very good question, actually, and that thought keeps striking me all the time. They are in the age, she's not in the early teens right now, but very soon she would be there. And I always feel, I remember when I was growing as a child, I used to look forward how my mother dresses up, what is my mom doing, where is she going, how she's keeping up with the society, things like that. And I see the same reflections going on now with my daughter and my bonding. So I believe it's just like, again, you just have to be very natural who you are. And they will figure out, like, if you're going out of your comfort zone, they will just tell you, like, hey mom, this doesn't suit you at all. And we are getting there. I mean, I am getting there. I'm not sure if you're already there, but once the girls are in their pre-teens and teenhood, for sure they do tell their moms, probably, I'm guessing, hey, this looks like an old fashioned, or this doesn't suit you, or it doesn't look cool on you. So that's what the terminology is, not cool on you. So yes, for now I think I'm still okay. She still feels that I am her mentor, but I don't think that's going to be there for the longest time. So we'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll definitely see.
We'll see. So I think all of us, have daughters, they go through the same.
They go through this, or they will go through, surely. Yeah.
Like you're your daughter's hero, right? Like for her, she wants everything how you do, like how you explain what you want.
Because that's what the primary contact of person is. Yes. So she sees me, she doesn't have any other sibling or older sister. So then her mom becomes her like mentor figure.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's how it is.
So let's see how long that lasts. And I'm sure, they say that usually with daughters, there's a certain time, like, perhaps they're post-teen or just about to be in the some ending of teenage years, when they get distant. Like when they start, not...
Some scary stories.
When they start being not your biggest fans, right? Or they're not biggest fans, right?
Yes.
And then they stop being that. And then I have a friend of mine, Reshma, she has a daughter. So same thing, the daughter became distant and didn't want to deal with the mom that much. And then after a few years, then they come back around. Yes. And then they're there forever.
That's the typical behavior. That's what I've heard about too. So there's a time when they will need you endlessly for everything. And then there is a period where there's a gap for whatever reasons it is. And then they will come back to you again. So that's what I've heard too. But I'm not there yet. But yes, I'm sure it will come through. It will come through.
So, but the bottom line is we get them forever.
Yes, yes. Oh, precious girls. Yes.
True. So there's a question I have from you.
Yeah.
You always dress up so well. I've seen you at various events, at some...
Are we on the camera already?
Yes,
do we see who are we talking to? Who is talking that?
I'm going to see
Our own 𝐀𝐻𝐨 is saying that. Come on, that's a huge honor for me, 𝐀𝐻𝐨, coming from you. But thank you, I take it.
You
made my day.
She's too sweet. You're too sweet.
You made my day.
But no, seriously, I mean it.
Okay.
I don't give compliments.
I take it.
Without a reason, but you do dress up really well.
Thank you.
So how does it, do you go through figuring out what to wear, this, that, or this is your personal style, or do you follow somebody, or what happens?
I follow myself. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
It should be that way. That's
just kidding.
That's
no, I don't follow anyone. I don't follow. For that matter, I don't even follow a lot of Instagram reels. I don't follow a lot of Bollywood and Hollywood, what they're wearing. I just go by my own instinct. What looks good on you. What you can carry yourself with the utmost confidence. That's all. That's all. That's all I do. That's all.
Perfect. You do it beautifully.
But it has worked out fabulously, looks like so far, because it's coming through you.
Yes, totally.
So thank you again. I'm so honored. Thank you.
No, I mean it. Okay. So let's talk about fashion sense. We just spoke about that. You really have a great fashion sense. And So Payal was in our winners league in the pageant, Mrs. India Global USA pageant, and then she went to
International
pageant too.
That's called Mrs. International Pageant.
So
yes.
she's amazing. She had I saw your pictures, I saw your videos.
Thank you. We all look good in the pictures.
I was like, that's our Payal. That's our Payal.
We all look good in the pictures.
But you look very good personally. Come on.
Thank you.
So what was your experience of being in the Mrs. India Global USA pageant?
So I will take an opportunity here, since we are on a camera, to thank this beautiful lady, Mrs. 𝐊𝐤𝐦𝐚, who had given me that privilege and honor to participate in something called Mrs. India Global USA 2025. That pageant changed my life forever.
You're too
forever.
kind.
No, but that's true. We have to be honest.
Thank
This is a very honest show, and I want to be very honest. So that changed my life. That changed the way I was perceiving myself before. It just changed everything dramatically. So many opportunities came after your show, 𝐊𝐤𝐴𝐚. And I made so many beautiful contacts with so many women out there. It's like a sisterhood. That's what we call it as, right?
Exactly.
But yes, going back to your question, that was a big eye-opener, and I thoroughly loved the show. I thoroughly loved the way how it was organized. And there were women from all walks of life. That was the most lovable part of that show. We had someone who was about 55. We had someone who was probably maybe 30s, early 30s or whatever. So all women of all walks of life coming onto one particular stage, it just speaks everything about itself. So that show will always have a special place in my heart. But yes, that experience was incredible. I saw myself first time on the stage, and that too with your family in the audience. That was so special.
Yes.
And it was special because, your husband was there to cheer for you. Your daughter, as we were just talking, your daughters or your, kids look forward as you as your mentor. And what you can ask for more? You're walking on the stage and your kids are sitting in the audience cheering for you, So that was the moment that I really enjoyed. Also, it did open the doors, like we were talking about Mrs. International Pageant. So that's it's more like an international platform pageant that is there in United States, running, I believe, since 1984.
Oh, wow.
So it did have the contestants from all over the world. I would never imagine going onto that stage if I would never have done 𝐊𝐤𝐴𝐚's show.
Good.
So 𝐊𝐤𝐴𝐚's shows was my armor that I was wearing. And I'm like, okay, I think now I'm prepared to walk on this international platform. There also I had my family. My dad flew all the way from India, and my mom is always there in heaven. I'm sure she's looking at me right now too as we speak. My husband, my daughter, they were all there for me to support. And it was just like 1 week show that they had. We had to shoot, we had to do rehearsals, early AM makeup at 3, which I cannot forget. Trust me, couple hours, like 5 hours makeup with the hairdo, and then you have to go through so many touch-ups in between.
Yeah.
Lots of rehearsals. Of course, you don't get to eat much when you're running around, so you're like, oh my gosh, we need some water, we need some food. But I think that's a part of the way how the show goes.
Right.
It was more like a reality show. But yes, I did enjoy, like I said, those 2 pageants had changed my life. I'm here for those reasons as well. I did those pageants, and I'm here and talking with such a gorgeous lady. Also goes back to the fact that, you did those 2 pageants. So yes.
It's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I believe every pageant is really
unique.
Important, is unique.
It's unique. Yes.
And it's good to,
Yes.
I would say for every woman, perhaps once in their lives, right?
They should do that.
They should do that.
It's my gosh, it's a turning point. I'm saying, I'm a very common woman like any other woman in the world. So if it can change my life in a good way, it can change anyone's life. If your family is supporting, please, I would really cheer out for all the audience, for all the gorgeous women sitting in the audience. to please go ahead and do one of the pageants once in their lifetime. It holds such a value. You won't understand until you do that.
Very well said. And I always say that whatever I am today, the starting of my journey was pageantry.
Yes.
If it wasn't for pageants, I would not have ever reached here.
I mean, we know Kimi as 𝐊𝐤𝐬𝐺 because of the Femina Miss India, right? So,
and pageantry is the reason that I am now doing pageants.
Correct.
Like, because I have seen what it does to women and how we can be on a different pedestal, on a different platform altogether. So I want to offer it to a lot of women. So that's the reason we do it. Important question.
Yes.
I spoke to you before the pageant, and on the phone when she was talking to me the first time.
Yes.
Before
my
she
first
participated.
unofficial interview.
Yes.
I still remember that. Yes.
In that, when I asked you why do you want to participate, and you did mention your mom too.
Yes.
So I would love to hear that again because it was so touching.
And I would love to recite it again and again.
I was like, oh my God.
Yes. So my mom is no more with me in the world, but she's there everywhere with me in my thoughts. Who am I? She's the one who made me who am I today. So yes, and I still remember I told you at that time, it was probably during my early childhood days, and I still remember 𝐊𝐤𝐬𝐺 Rai walking on the ramp. And my mom was sitting very close to me, and I was watching, how we used to watch a television shows together. And then I was watching that pageant show, whatever that show was.
This feminine.
Yes. And I told my mom, I want to do this. And my mom was like, in her own ways, she told me, you just focus on your study for now. But when the time comes, you will do that. And see, it came true. I know it came true after maybe 20 years after, but yes, it did come true. So even when I was walking on the stage of Mrs. India Global USA, I was like, Mom, if you would have been here, or if you're up in the heaven, you'll be so proud of this moment. Remember, we spoke about this moment 20 years back, and today it's coming true. And then God gave me another opportunity to make that true on the international platform. Right. So I'm so humble and so thankful to my mom, to Almighty, to everyone, each one of you guys. Thank you.
I'm so glad you did, and you said it very well too. That I think every woman should at some point, right? It's
once in a lifetime.
It's a different institution.
It's a different institution, and no pageant is similar. Some people say, "No, we did one pageant. What's the big deal about it? It's going to be the same." No, it's not. Every pageant is different. The way it's organized, the way it runs, the way you meet different people. No people are same. No persons are same, right? So it's everybody is different. So you just have to go out of your comfort zone and then just do it.
Thank you for saying that. I'm sure it'll help a lot of women.
Hopefully.
So I want to discuss with you, the pageant that we're about to do. So remember, we had the rehearsals. We had scheduled the rehearsals, in-person rehearsals.
Correct.
So this is the change that I've done now. What do you think? Is this a good change? So I am thinking that, planning that, that 2 weeks before the pageant, I will start sending them training videos. So I've prepared 8 training videos for all the participants, so that they can go over those videos just like 2 weeks before the pageant. So they can decide till the 2 weeks time to figure out if they're participating. And then I think whatever you learned, all that we've condensed it and put it on the 8 videos about, the walk, about answering questions, about dressing up, about confidence, about all that. Do you think that'll be helpful to people?
I definitely do. I definitely do, especially for the people just like me. If I put into those shoes, then I would say it will be very helpful, because the pageant that I did for Mrs. India Global USA, it was my first pageant. And then I would assume beginners like me would not know anything about it. So I think if we get those videos to them, they can just, see the videos whenever they have time, because we are all doing our chores in our, day-to-day life, whatnot, bringing kids and cooking or whatnot, right? So I think if those videos are readily available to them, they can definitely watch it, and sometimes also there's another aspect to that. Sometimes you become shy when you are doing as a beginner, and I remember that you become a little bit shy that, oh, I don't know if I can really walk that good or not. But if those videos are available, I think for beginners, they can just, be in their comfort zone at their home or wherever they want to be, and they practice.
Right.
And they practice and they build up that kind of confidence that, hey, now I'm ready. And I think it's going to help them more, for sure. So that's a great idea. I'm so happy.
And the mandatory rehearsal is just one day before the pageant.
Oh, that's great.
So the girls have watched all the videos, so they're prepared. They kind of, know what it entails, what it takes. And then one day before the pageant,
they have their mandatory rehearsals.
And that's when, they have the...
Oh my gosh, I am sure they will come all prepared for that. Yes. I think those videos are going to be very, very helpful. So we always learn from our lessons. So that's a very good way of doing it. I love it. I love it. I'm sure they'll be rocking it on that rehearsals day.
Thank you. I was like, so it's coming from a pageant girl. So perfect. No. So I think this is what we're doing, and hopefully it will be helping.
No, that's
it will
great.
Definitely be helping.
I'm sure. Oh, it will definitely. Yes.
So let's talk about some fun things.
Yes.
So what are you drinking?
Well, I'm drinking black coffee.
Good. So what do you drink? What do you like better, chai or coffee?
Honestly, it depends on the mood, right? If you want something really stimulating right away, like you are energyless, you are like, I'm in a zombie state, then you need a black coffee. But yes, if you just want to meditate, you want to relax, then I think a chai, an Indian tea, is a really good option. It revives me all my old childhood memories. So then I go for chai. But at this moment, I had a good lunch. I wanted to be very crystal clear in my, thoughts and answers on the camera. I am drinking black coffee.
You totally are crystal clear about it.
So I'm like, no, I can't drink chai right now.
Cool.
This is more caffeine for me.
Yes, we need this caffeine.
Yes, we need this, surely. Yeah.
Totally. And we do tell people, whenever you feel down, have black coffee.
Yes, have a black coffee. Yes.
It's good for health too. It's really good for
it's actually, no, that's what people say. It's good for even the cardiologists say it's good for your heart, but in moderate quantities. Don't take it like, like whole cup and then 8 times a day. That's not going to do any good to you.
You can stick to 7 times a day. That's fine.
7 times a day. Oh my God. I will never sleep then. I will never sleep.
So it was really, really sweet talking to you.
Same here.
We can't wait to have a party here.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait to have my, my backyard done and we all party then. Yes. Yes, I'm just waiting for that.
Okay, and we have a pageant coming up and you're going to be there at the pageant?
Yes, definitely. Please don't forget to see her pageant. It's on May 31st. Please don't forget that. It's going to be Kimmy's beautiful pageant, and look how beautiful she is. She'll have the beautiful women out there.
And you need to come on the 30th also. So you can give some tips to all the pageant girls.
I think for tips, we already have a, greatest mentor we can ever ask for.
31st.
Yes, 31st. Yes.
Okay, so next time we're going to be having another episode. We'll talk about another amazing, beautiful topics.
Cheers.